The Single Dads Collection. Written by R.J. Scott. Narrated by Sean Crisden.
Chapter 1. Asher. Vin Diesel is outside my house. It's 2 a.m., Maya is asleep, and I'm hallucinating that a Hollywood actor is outside my house in the San Diego suburbs.
"Open the door!"
The big man bellowed, banging on the wood. I grabbed the nearest thing I could find to use as a weapon, then switched on the porch light that illuminated the area with the light of 100 suns and wrenched open the door. My attempt at acting like a hard-ass was undermined by the fact that my weapon was a citrus yellow bowl my twin sister had made. It didn't help that I was wearing pajama bottoms that barely sat on my hips and a t-shirt emblazoned with a farting unicorn, but still I growled. And there stood Vin Diesel himself. Now that I was up close, I could see it wasn't the real actor, just someone who in my state of exhaustion appeared a hell of a lot like him. In my defense, my vision was blurry. This was my first night being completely and utterly alone with my brand new baby daughter. No more sister backing me up, no more getting a few hours sleep. Actually, I'd had no more than an hour's sleep at a time in the past 3 days. Too late to do anything about it. I wondered if this behemoth might have a weapon because it was 2 a.m. He was swaying, and he was obviously off his head on something. Drugs. This had to be something to do with drugs. Why didn't I pick up my cell phone first? I'd forgotten my damn phone, and I'd only opened the door so the banging wouldn't wake me up, and I hadn't even considered this guy could be an armed intruder. An intruder isn't likely to knock or shout so loud the whole neighborhood is probably peering out of their windows. Also, I lived in a small house in a peaceful San Diego suburb, in a quiet cul-de-sac, where excitement was what happened last month when the guy at number 6 lost his garage remote. Fake Diesel stumbled back a little and winced up at the porch light, shielding his eyes and cursing.
"My keys,"
he mumbled and patted his pockets, pulling out a bunch of keys with a joyful whoop, then immediately dropping them on the ground. "Who are you?" I stood right in the doorway and kept my voice low, anything not to wake Mia. I'd just gotten her to sleep, and if this Diesel wannabe woke her up with his asshole banging on my freaking door, then I would shove a dirty diaper in his face before calling the entire police department down on him. Or maybe a SWAT team consisting of parents who knew what it was to have a new baby who refused to sleep. An entire armed force of sleep-deprived adults would end up killing him. Now, that would get him the fuck off my porch. He straightened and blinked. Then he cruised me, or at least it seemed as if he might have. Right here on my property, clearly stoned, he raked his gaze from my head to my toes and lingered in the middle for way too long.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?